Alrighty, we are back. We're hydrated, we're ready to go. Third period, just about to get set. 8-1 Ducks, the score. 8 different goal scorers for the Ducks through those first 8 goals.
Yeah, I was just talking about that with someone out in the lobby. I was like, how cool that was. Just real team game from the Ducks. I mean, they're dominating on the scoreboard and they're dominating out play on the ice, but it's not individual efforts. It's the whole team.
Yeah, and good, just good consistent play too, because it was one of the other things, if you missed the opening that Derek and I talked about, is you look through some of these Western Washington games, just the scores that they've been involved in. They've had a 10-4 game, they've had a 16-8 game, they've had a 12-7 game. So they can score, right? And the Western Washington can score every year. The Gamel dudes, McDonald, they've always got guys that can score goals. So this is 8-1, but Western Washington's a team that even if they give up 8, they might score 5.
Yeah.
So to be putting up the goals and keeping them out, really nice work for the Ducks through the first 40 minutes. There's Rogaski for Strategos. Quickly back to Poltz and then to the stick of Charnholm. Touched in the neutral zone. Griffin Minchin in pursuit. Western, though, will come away with the puck, and they skid out of the zone now. It is Gamel, rather. Will just dump it in as both teams go for a line change, and the Ducks will start from behind the net of Travis Green.
Here's that speed from Baird.
Puffcobb, and then Baird, like a bat out of hell, right back for Stas Puffcobb, but he had his stick knocked. Nice play from Western there. Now a battle again. Puffcobb will come away with it. Tried the center towards Gagan. Now Jimmy will pick it up behind the net.
Man, this line just flies.
Rebound and wide. So much speed out there for the Ducks. Baird again. Across for Gagan. Thought about dropping it for Baird. Instead, Gagan kept it. Then Slayton fires a shot that just deflects high and wide.
Got a stick on it. Just pushed it a little high. That's a great shift by the Ducks there to start this period.
Backhanded as the Ducks have to get back on side, and we get a whistle with 18:08 left in the third period.
Man, I just love watching that zone entry by Liam Baird. I mean, he gets so much speed flying through the neutral zone. And, I mean, you'll see in other games, even against, stiffer competition, it can be so effective. You can get into the zone like that, get to the hash marks, and then do the old school, they call it the Gretzky cut. He did it all the time where you're flying in, and all of a sudden you hit the brakes and you curl back, and you're looking for a teammate cutting up the middle. It's just really, I mean, it can do wonders for your team. So I don't know. I really like that.
Here come the Ducks again. Charlie Marr's shot deflects into the corner. Rogaski takes it away at the blue line. $17:25 left. Third period. Gamel through the zone for Western Washington. Takes it around the net. Back up top to McDonald. Shot deflects. Good save, Travis Green. Kurt Fortney working on the puck there. Now back to for Voiles. Back across for Fortney. Flipping it back towards Charlie Marr. As Rendell out there too. Back to Slayton, bouncing puck, couldn't take it with him, and here comes Western Washington. Steven Rosenquist was there. Travis Green knocks it away. The Ducks recover the puck. Griffin Minchin sends it forward, and no ice. I think Gamma was looking for one there. Gamma reaching for it. Strategos there. Nice job using the body there. Pushes him into the boards. And now everyone gets the shovels out with 16:20 left in the third period. And the Ducks come away with it. Minchin couldn't find a teammate. Eventually, though, it falls to Strategos anyway. Backhanded across. Nice pass. And a shot on goal hit the cage.
There's not a lot of space for that pass, but got through.
Minchin. Slayton. Shooting, deflecting, wide for Strategos. Back to Slayton again. To Charnholm. And up top to Puvka, or Platt.
Oh, great cut. Gets down in the corner, brings it out to the slot, the front of the net. Just kind of fanned on the shot. Bangs his stick in a little frustration. He knew that was a good opportunity. Platt.
We'll do it again tomorrow at 8:30. So same duck place, same duck channel with slightly different duck time. Rogaski's shot's gloved. Want to make sure we thank Tobin Fix for helping out on the camera tonight. Often have a wounded duck or a scratch helping us out this year, and it's been fun to kind of get to watch them watch the game out of the corner of my eye, and really happy to have the help on the camera too.
Ducks hockey having scratches.
Yeah.
Hasn't been a thing.
Isn't that a wild statement?
And we're talking like every night right now. I want to say there are like 4 or 5 guys that are good hockey players that the coaches have to make decisions every night, and that's just where this program's going.
Puvkov with the shot there, and I mean, when you've got that, it just makes everything better because
it's great.
It's like you've got to compete for your spot in practice, so practice gets better, and when practice gets better, the game gets better. Back for Rogaski, just keeps it alive with the blue line into the corner. McDonald backhander. Puvkov puts on the brakes. Still has the puck on his stick. Now it's finally taken away from him. Sent down. Battle in the neutral zone. He's got to get back onside. And Puvkov does get back onside, but in the interim, Western Washington takes over, sends that one the length of the ice. Ducks wanted icing, but the linesman emphatically right on it, saying it was deflected. Rendell, he's a goal scorer tonight. He's a goal scorer a lot this season, 16 times, including his earlier marker.
Yeah, we can just go ahead and say a lot in his career here with the Ducks.
Yeah, a lot of numbers. He also feels like he's been here for about 20 years.
Yep.
And here he is again. Behind the net. Tried to find Slayton, instead it deflects, and everyone's got to get on their horse here as Gamble was chasing it down for Western Washington, but the Ducks get there first. And now the Vikings again in the neutral zone with 13:30 left in the third period. Still the Ducks lead by 7, that'll do. Nice shot, nice save from Travis Green on the shot from Adam Gamble. Adam's got 24 points on the year. Andrews got 33, the other Gamble. Those are two of the guys you circle for Western Washington. You know who I haven't seen tonight? I don't think we've seen 77. Tetsuya Pryor for Western Washington. Not sure if he's not playing or maybe wearing a different number.
Might not have made the trip.
Shot from Slayton, rebound, loose puck again, and it is somewhere underneath the goaltender. I asked one of the Western Washington players for some pronunciation help before the game. He didn't say anything about anyone not making the trip down, but it is pretty common at the ACHA level to just have, both for home and the road teams, but especially for the road teams, to have dudes missing. Here's Austin Poltz trying to work his way into the slot. Strategos will go into the corner. And, ooh, that one's out of play. And that was like a half inch from getting into the penalty box. And
I love about in that shout out Jackson Lowry and Jackson Lowry's dad, regular penalty box attendant for us. That puck was like seemingly almost coming flying into his box, and he was already more concerned about getting the ref a new puck.
He's a pro, man.
He's a pro. He's been here for years.
And a few years removed from Jackson being on the team, too.
Yeah, just still loves Duck hockey. Definitely appreciate that.
Jackson was a fun one, man. I like Jackson Howery.
Oh, man, it was fun.
Undefeated lifetime fighter, Jackson Howery.
Playing
1-0.
When I first got here and I played hockey with Jackson, goalie Jackson, you never would have expected I would have played with player Jackson, and it was a different experience, that's for sure.
Forgot about that. That was fun. 12 minutes left in the game. Pretty uneventful third period so far.
Yeah, if we ever go back, I mean, gosh, I'd have to go back and look at that season. If Ducks hockey goes to the places that we all want it to go, and we're talking about it years and years from now, I think one of the trivia questions of those club hockey days would be, who scored the first goal in the, what year was it, like 2018-19 season, I think?
Oh, yes, that's General's exhibition.
And I believe it was Jackson Lowry, as a player, scored the first. I swear by that. I'd have to go back and look. But
no, that sounds right.
That just sounds like fun trivia.
11-12 left. Hey, if you're in Central Oregon, make sure you mark it down on your calendar, Central or Eastern out there. We're going to be in Bend in a few weeks, January 7th and 8th, against Boise State. Outdoor game.
Yeah, it'll be really fun. It's hybrid outdoor almost, I would call it. You know, you got a couple walls knocked down, but really nice structure. I mean, they have there, like, it's all covered, and for the fans at least, it's like nice areas with fire pits, and I'd definitely be curious to see what a competitive hockey game is like there. I've played there myself, and it's interesting. I think the Ducks games do they have times listed yet?
I think
they do, yes, yeah. 7 and 4 p.m. So maybe that 4 o'clock one will be interesting, because the times I played out there, you actually have to worry about stuff like the sun setting.
Yeah.
It might be in your eyes when you're skating down the ice.
Here's a chance for Rendell, sliding it across and behind the net. Now back to Voiles. It's a large man, Hunter Voiles.
Some really crisp puck movement by the Ducks this shift. See if how it results. Oh my word.
That wasn't what he wanted. We'll call it a pass. I don't think it was a pass, but
we'll call it that.
Rendell. Voiles. Charlie Marr. Slayton again. Marr again. Loose puck is taken by Western Washington, and just over the reach of Nick Slayton, bouncing all the way to the goal of Travis Green, where it's collected with 9 minutes left.
I think the Western Washington players there are grateful that it ended up on net. That was a long shift in their D zone, and if they wouldn't have been able to change there, that would have been tough. Oh. Weird collision there. Just couldn't really tell what happened. Western Washington player hit the ice and just kind of like got under the feet of Rendell, but not in a malicious way that deserved a penalty. But just flipped him over.
Griffin Minchin has that one bounce by him, but he had to get back on side on the play. So instead it's the Vikings who started from their own end and almost kicked the goal in their own, kicked the puck in their own net. Instead, across the blue line, Royven with a shot. Flex harmlessly wide. Now Charnholm circles it around. Carrying it through is Gamble. Charnholm has it fall to him. Finds Isaiah Strategos. Gamble recovers for the Vikings. Will deflect down low where it's collected by Austin Poltz. We learned about Tobin Fix today. We'll get to hear from Austin Poltz between periods tomorrow.
Good Canadian guy. Played at the same program as me in Calgary.
Here's Puffcock. Shot high and wide from Staz.
Platt just has it bounce off his stick and roll back into the neutral zone. He's got to chase after it. The Ducks will keep possession but have to reset.
Now Puvkov again. Couldn't get a shot through. Puck still bouncing around out there, and
now it's just pulled back and cleared by Western Washington, but Seth Platt deflects it in the neutral zone. 6:40 left in the game.
I feel like if you put an actual timestamp on this period, I mean, we were just flying through. Just not many whistles, and obviously, like last period, we had, 7 goals? So,
yeah.
6 goals. I don't know, I just looked up. Oh, wow. Offsides by a mile.
Not ideal.
That was one of the most... I'm just confused because Charlie Meyer just looked at the ref as if he was like, wait, I was offsides. It's like, I'm just going to be honest with you, Charlie. You went about 3 steps too soon.
Other than that,
we'll recalculate that, and there we go. Here, nice onside. So look,
Rendell. Slayton. Rebound from Marr. Circling back around. Trying to center for Fortney. Couldn't put it home, but Marr collects it again. Now taken right back by Fortney, then to Rendell, now back for Kurt Fortney, now back for Connor Rendell.
don't let him get open.
Shot deflects, rebound,
there it is.
Scores! Charlie Marr.
I think it was actually straight in by Rendell. Yeah, he just kept looping around, and I'm waiting for the cannon. I'm like, release the shot, Rendy. But he had other plans. I think actually Sanders might have been thinking the same thing. He's like, I've seen this guy before, and he was kind of out of his crease, aggressively playing the shot. So Rendy just said, all right, and stick handled all the way. His feet were actually below the goal line, but he had gotten it around Sanders, so he was able to just tuck it away with his backhand.
And it is indeed Connor Rendell who gets the goal.
But Gasky, nice play to just backhand that one, tried to keep it alive. Now Rendell on the puck again. Threw a couple of stick checks. Still it's Connor Rendell. Still it's Connor Rendell.
I think he's got something on his mind. It might be that third goal.
Have we ever seen anyone throw a hat for a hat trick here? Just one time, so. One guy, I'd like to see it.
No hat on my head, so if it comes down to it, I'm looking at you.
I like this. His hat's been through the war. Oh,
crossbar and out.
This hat has been around the Oregon hockey program a long time. Not throwing this one, but
I have a good feeling that we might be able to get it back, though.
We might. We might. We know some guys.
I'd be more likely to become the first broadcaster to take a penalty if I did that.
Oh, that would have been a fun one.
Like a 30% chance that the ref would have disallowed that one just because, but
Yeah.
that was a clean shot from Charney.
I think it was like it's that shoulder height, so or the crossbar height, so looked to me like it was below, but just didn't get quite clean contact on it.
Rogo for Dom. Charney.
Wow.
9-1, 10-1. What are we even at? 10-1.
Great patient play by Dom Estrada. Gets in the zone. Just pulls up at the hash marks, realizes he's not going anywhere. Looks for a trailing player, finds Charnholm, and I mean, as far as shots in the slot, it's one of the best to have it. Man, off the post and in, just for style, for the people, for the fans.
So Oregon hits double digits, 10-1 the score. And nearly hit 11 there.
Instead, it goes wide. It is 10 goals from 9 goal scorers
Yep.
tonight for the Ducks. Plus Dom's goal that should have been a goal.
At least he got an assist there. He's on the board.
It's the first point of the season for
There you go.
Dom.
Now I hope Charnholm, when he goes back and watches that, and you know he's put his goals up on Instagram for the fans every once in a while. But I have to say, and Charnholm, if you're watching this after the game, he takes his phone and he records a video of his computer screen. I'm like, Charney, we could
probably help you out.
probably help you out. We